Hello guys! Today I'm going to show you how to use Data Editor X, or DEX, to make custom cards in MDPro3. Let's get started. First step is to download the DEX program, and once downloaded, extract to your desired location. Placing DEX in MDPro3's expansion folder does simplify the process, but it's a personal choice, not a requirement. If it's not already set up, make sure to have the expansion folder and that it contains the folders pics and script, as these are important folders. Now open DEX. The first thing you should do is click File, then Save As, and choose a name for your custom card database. Then before saving, change the type to .cdb, as this is the file type for MDPro3. To start making a full deck, you'll want to add an Archetype so that you can easily target your cards. Now on to the easiest type of card to make. Let's make a monster card. Add a name and choose the appropriate card types. Then it's time to change the rulings, which I usually use custom and illegal for a reason that I will show later on in the video. Then continue down the list, choosing the options you want for the card. Once you get to Archetype, select the drop down, then go to the bottom of the list to get your personalized Archetype. This box here is for describing the effects of a card, or it can be used for flavor text on normal monster. But this is an effect monster, which its effect will be that it can special summon itself by tributing a monster, while you control Bunny Farm. For monsters, don't forget to choose an attack and defense value for the monster. Once you have all that done, a very important step is to choose a passcode, which is basically how the game will identify your card. I usually use 999s and 50s, and increase the last number for every new card I add. Once you have the passcode set, then select Add Card. Let's move on from monsters and start working on spells, though I will come back to add the effect for this monster later. As you start working on a new card, changing the passcode early is a good idea. Now we need to change the card type from monster to spell and decide if the card should be a quick play, continuous, equip, field, or basic spell. But for this one, I'll leave it as a basic spell. After making the card stats, you'll need to script the card in lieu, which will create a script file with the same passcode as the card. I will show you a couple sites that will be greatly helpful in finding and making scripts for your cards. Till you are more practiced, it's best to find cards as close to possible as what you want to achieve. For my Draw 3 cards spell card, the obvious one to look up is Pot of Greed. From here you'll want to open the YGOPedia page and find the password. Now with the password in hand, come to this GitHub page that shows scripts for official cards and search the card. You'll want to copy everything under line 2 and then post it into decks. Once posted, you'll have to make some slight modifications, such as replacing every instant of Pot of Greed's ID, which ideally you'll do so with an S, as it allows you to copy the code into other cards you make without needing to edit the ID every time. Now, eagle-eyed viewers will realize the effect still isn't the Draw 3 that I wanted, but that just takes a small change to make correct. You just need to change all of the 2s to 3s, or whatever number you want the draw function to perform. Make sure to select Tool and click Luna Syntax Check, which will check to make sure there is no problems that would prevent the script from running. Though do note that even a clean check doesn't mean the script will work the way you want it to. Now the card should be perfect, so we save and close out of the tab. The next card to add would be an Archetype-specific Monster Reborn, which I will start with Luna Light Perfume script as a base. Once again, replace anything that would point to the original card with S or ID. With this card, there is a secondary effect, which I do not care to keep, so you would simply remove the code like such. Near the top, you'll find Is Set Card OXDF, which you would replace with your Archetype code, which for me is OXD53. Like always, have the program check that there is no syntax errors. Afterwards, save and close the tab. Now what's a good archetype without a field spell? For this one, I'm gonna grab Harpy's Hunting Ground. After pasting, I'll remove the trigger effect since it's not going to be a part of my field spell. Now we simply need to change target from Winged Beast to Bunny Archetype by changing card is race Winged Beast into card is set card OXD53. Now I change the set value to my desired value of 300, or you can change it to whatever you want for your value. Now let's start making some fodder monsters to allow you to build up to your bigger monsters. The monster script that I will copy for this monster is Toon Harpy Lady. Copy all of the effect, then remove cannot attack. After correcting the card codes, go down to filter 1 and change it to the bunny code farm, and change filter 2 from is type tune to is set card OXD53. Once finished, copy this code to be used for any low star fodder cards. Now let's get to the bigger monsters. First, I will paste the same code to let the monster attack directly while my opponent has no bunny monsters. Then get a different code to require tributes to special summon. Blue Eyes Toon Dragon is the right monster for the job. Now copy the special summon section, then copy the S-Con to the end after the S-Pop. Now you copy the script for any high-level monster that should need tributes to summon. Let's return and give Bunny Fighter their effect. After pasting, there is one slight problem that we have to correct, as the code is set for tributing 2 monsters, but the current monster is only 6-star. There are 4 numbers that need to be changed to correct this, allowing you to increase or decrease the number of tributes needed. Next, let's fill out some more spells and traps, including the important Archetype search card. As you can see, when you model your cards off existing cards, the changes become easy. For my last card, I'll do one that adds protection by copying Eternal Soul's effect. So for my purposes, I just want the protection and destruction effects. Now I'm guessing most of you will want to add card art for most of your cards. So you go to each one and click Load Image, find the image, and select the correct one for your card. After doing that for all the cards, open the Picks folder and copy the contents. Go back to MDPro3's main folder and click Pictures, then Art 2. Now paste the pictures here. Now that your cards should all be ready to use, launch the game. First thing to do is go to Settings, then Expansions, ensuring that it says Yes. After returning to the main menu, click the Deck option and create a new deck. If you set the cards to Custom Rule earlier, then you will be able to easily find them by filtering to Custom. Once you've made the deck, it's important to test it in solo to ensure all the effects are working properly. that's all for today. Thanks for watching.